The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow. A Q Media Group production.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
Local high school sports. Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's girls basketball game here in Pine City. We are getting ready for Foley versus Pine City. In this rematch from last year, it was a good game last year. Tonight's game should be no different. I'm excited to see what these two teams have in store. But tell you what, we're going to get a quick word from our commercial sponsors and then be back here on WCMP.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air-conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
All right, some technical difficulties on both sides, but we are all good and ready for this one here in Pine City. The Dragons hosting the Foley Falcons. You are listening to Cool Country WCMP 100.9 FM. Game Day Gilman broadcasting you this game here from Pine City. Right across the street from us, Andrew Duvall calling the game over there as Pine City hosts Northern Tier. So that should be a good one. Thanks to Andrew Duvall for calling that game. And I apologize, I'm all over the place. But I also want to give a huge shout out to Joe Lattimore, who's calling a game in Mora, as that girls' game between the Mustangs and the Jaguars just about to take place. So we are here in Pine City, though, and this should be a good one. Last year, these two teams went at it in Foley. I got to be there, and I think that game was right before Christmas break, and I was excited to call that game, man. I knew it was going to be a good one. It was a good one. It was kind of a tale of two halves, though, for Pine City. Pine City came into that one and kind of was flat coming out in the first half. Then in the second half, they turned around, and, man, it was a back-and-forth matchup between those two teams there in the second half. And it should be a good one here this evening. So we getting everything set up. I apologize. I'm trying to help other guys get up and set up and live on the air. So I apologize if you hear me at all have any breaks while I'm talking. I apologize. Trying to make sure that we got everyone else ready and set to go. So I apologize. But again, last year, yeah, a really good game between those two teams. And I really do think tonight is going to be just as good, if not better, tonight than it was last year. Both sides have obviously graduated some players, and both have some younger players coming up in the works as well. So you look at these two teams, a little bit different than last year, but at the same time, I think they're kind of very much the same teams. I think both are, again, I think they are improved. And I think it's the work the seniors did last year to help these teams improve for this season. And I think both sides have done a really good job with that youth and letting that infuse them for this season. And I'm really excited to see how these two teams fare here this evening. As we get started taking a look at both these teams coming in here too tonight. We'll start with Foley. Foley at 2-1 so far in the season. 1-0 in section play, scoring about 63 points per game and giving up 49 points per game. So, not great, not terrible, but they are 2-1 and 1-0 in the section. Now, they are the number one team right now in the section. That is the interesting part. So why are they number one in the section? Why is their QRF so high? What is going on for that reason? What is the reason for that? Well, let's go ahead and take a look and click on Foley and see why. They have a 63.3 QRF value right now. And, well, their two wins come against two pretty darn good teams, Kimball and Dassel Cokato. Two really good AA schools that are pretty high in the QRF themselves. They did lose to Mayor Lutheran, who Bram beat earlier in the year, by 10 points. Only by 10 points. Now they come into here during this three-game road stretch where they'll play Pine City, Piers, and Upsall on the road this week, by the way. So it's a start to a tough stretch here for Foley. But if you can get a win here in enemy territory tonight, you can take that momentum going forward because Pine City has a pretty good QRF score. Piers has a pretty good one. Upsall, not quite the team they were last year. And Pequot Lakes has a really good QRF score. So for Foley, if you go on the road and get a victory here over Pine City, man, what I think that just plays into the momentum factor of things going forward in this road stretch here this week for them. And I think that could really spell them going on a nice win streak before next week, before they only have a couple games, and then it's Christmas break, and then nobody plays again until the New Year. So if we take a look at last year's game between Pine City and Foley, was the right after New Year's, I guess. I didn't realize that, but it was a 95-75 game. Now again, on paper, that says that's a 20-point difference. I assure you, it was not anywhere close to a 20-point difference last year. That game was so much fun. It was so competitive. And, man, both teams just went at it. It was like two heavyweights just throwing haymakers the whole last 3 rounds. That's what that game was like last year in the second half. It was just they would score, then they would score, and they would hit a big shot. They would hit it. I mean, it was so much fun. Now, a good chunk of the squads from last year actually return for this year for both of these teams. Now, again, they did lose some seniors, but I think what the senior leadership did for both of these teams last year has only helped these teams grow better. And I can't wait to see the product on the court here tonight. Obviously, we're here in the Here's the Pitch pregame. I'm falling a little bit behind, so I apologize. Missing on the sponsor. Go figure. Leave it to me. I'm the best sports director in the area, and I forget all of my stuff. Yeah, that's a good sign of a good sports director. But thank you to Here's the Pitch for sponsoring our pregame show. Here's the Pitch is the area's premier indoor training facility. They have fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages, so you can tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch at the North Branch Outlet Mall. Now, as we continue here in the Here's the Pitch pregame, I want to take a look at Pine City because they're in a pretty good boat as well. This will be their first section game, so this will be kind of their, I don't want to say the first true test, but this will kind of be their first true test of the season. They're 3-2. They are number 4 in the section right now. Number 4 with a QRF of 51.4. That's pretty good to start the season. They're 3-2. They score about 52 points per game, give up about 52 points per game. I mentioned this last game against Hastings. I kind of felt like this team was just kind of settling into who they are and what they bring to the table. And this defense, they have been predicated on really good defense. It's kind of a history here for this Pine City Girl team and a really good offense. I think they're still trying to find both sides of that. But as this season continues to go along, they're really doing a good job of finding both of those. And I think they're only scratching the surface of what this team could be. I had a great post-game interview with Coach Judd last time out against Hastings, and he was just adamant that this team was going to continue to grow and get better and better. Now, this team could easily be 4-1 on the season, ladies and gentlemen. They had a 3-point loss to Zimmerman to begin the season November 21st. 3 points. That was it. And that's probably a game that they, I'm sure to themselves thinking, should have won that game. Then they came back, beat Ogilvie, lost to St. Croix Prec, then went 2 wins. It took about a week, but they had 2 wins. They beat Aiken on a Saturday game, and then last Friday, they beat Hastings. What a comeback that was for Pine City. They were down, 29-17 at half. They came out and outscored Hastings 31-20 in that second half to get the victory, 48-46. This is nothing against last year's team, not at all. And so if anybody's listening from last year's team, I don't want you to think poorly of it. Well, I guess you can. It's America. You are free to do so. But this isn't. I'm not trying to be rude about it and be mean to players from last year's team. But I don't think last year's team would have been able to make that comeback. And again, say what you want, but I think the senior leadership from last year is a big reason why we see so much growth this year for Pine City. That's why we see them be able to overcome deficits like that at half, to go on a 31-20 run in the second half, to beat a 4A school who led you by double digits. It's just the growth this team has had this offseason now into the start of the regular season has just been so impressive. And I'm really excited to see these two teams and how they fare here tonight. This is going to be a really competitive game. Last year it was, again, for Pine City, one of the things that I really have seen in the only couple games I've called, one is definitely the start. What can they do to start the game? Is the start of the game going to be quick? Is it going to be a slower start? How do they start the game? Do they come out hot and on fire? Or do they come out a little bit with less energy? Do they come out a little bit flat? How do they come out and start this game, I think, is going to be one of the key factors. I haven't seen Foley yet, but based on last year, if you come out flat, they're going to strike. They're going to strike early, they're going to strike often, and they're going to try and put you away early. Now, both these teams have great athleticism. Both these teams have fantastic shooters. It is going to be an interesting game to see how this one goes and how both these teams fare here this evening. That is going to do it, though, for our Here's the Pitch pregame show. Here's the Pitch in North Branch. You can use their state-of-the-art pitching machines or bring your own pitcher to perfect next season's swing. We're going to take a commercial break, hear word from our fine sponsors. Then when we come back, it'll be time for tip-off here in Pine City between the Lady Dragons and the Lady Falcons.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler Sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country 100.9 FM. Getting your starting lineups here for the Foley Falcons. It will be number 11, Lydia Anderson. Number 12, Katie Mazizek. Number 13, Kylie Storkamp. Number 14, Abby Wheeler. And 15, Alexis Swanson. They're head coached by Claire Thorne. On the other side for the Pine City Dragons, it will be number 2, Mallory Klepper. Number 4, Paige Gray. Number 11, Brooke Boland, and number 12, Kate Unverzot, and then Vivian Lottie wearing number 23. Those are your starting lineups. Pine City, of course, head coached by Patrick Judd. Foley will wear their all-white unis. The blue letters and numbers outlined in black. The black trim on the neck, the sleeve, and then on the bottom of the short with that Foley F on the right side of the shorts. Pine City in their all-green uniforms, the white letters and numbers outlined in black, the black trim on the neck, the sleeves, and on the bottom of the short as well as the waistband, the Pine City Dragon logo on each side of the short as well. It's a big game here for both these teams in the early season. The Falcons and Dragons trying to get things going. In the section, of course, Foley already 1-0. Pine City, this is their first section test, so I'm interested to see how this one plays out. This is a big game for Pine City. They played Hastings last Friday, played a pretty good game. They're going to have to play like that and then some. And tip-off is won here by Foley, and they're going to try, and they will score quick. Well, that's a little too quick for Pine City. Kylie Stortkamp, that she was left way too wide open, and now a 3 here. Oh, from Paige Gray, and she says, too quick? How about this? So, quick score and a quick answer. And ball now back up. Mazizek back. Now they'll go on the far side to Stortkamp. Back at the top of the key to Anderson. Anderson stops, gives back to Mazizek for 3. That's going to be no good. A long rebound is going to wind up in the hands of Anderson. They'll go all the way across court. A bouncer to Stortkamp. She pulls it down, gives back top of the key to Mazizek. On the near side, another quick trigger, but that's no good by Anderson. And Mazizek is going to get the rebound. Pass all the way to Anderson. She will take those long threes, but that one is Stortkamp. There is one young lady you don't want to let open like that. It is her. Stortkamp can hit from anywhere. She's only a junior as well. Up the court go the Dragons. Again, a lot of teams will full court press the Dragons. And last year, well, it worked. This year, they're doing a little bit better job of getting out of it. Meanwhile, the Pine City Dragons with it. They, nearly lost that one. Boland brings it in. Paige Gray on the far side for 3, trying to bank it in. It's no good, but Boland is there with the rebound. Give off to Kate Unverzot, and Unverzot drops it in for 2. We're tied at 5. Well, if you don't keep up in this one, you're liable to be left behind, and quickly. Oh, she jumped. It was not a travel call. Meanwhile, this ball is missed, rebounded by Mallory Klepper. She's going to try and get the breakout pass, but ill-advised pass there. Stortkamp was just kind of sitting there waiting like a free safety in football. Just said, all right, if you're going to throw it that far, I'll just sit here and let it fall into my hands, and that's really what she did. And Klepper's got to be a little bit smarter on that pass. Can't throw something like that, especially when the defender's right in front of your player. Now, I know the size advantage, but still, a 3 here missed, and Kate Unverzot going to get the rebound, so that turnover will not hurt the Dragons. Meanwhile, Lottie coming up the court. She gives it inside to Unverzot, now to Klepper, now to Lottie. That's no good. Unverzot another rebound, and she'll take it out and give to Gray now on the far side. Trying to go inside another. This was the problem early on against Hastings. It's a steal for Anderson. It was just a lot of passes that were, it was like, oh, why are we trying to go there with the pass? So just smarter passes, higher percentage passes that you know are I mean, you want to still play your game, but with how well they can shoot, got to have smarter passes if you're Pine City. Meanwhile, again, Foley putting on that pressure full court, but here's Vivian Lotti for three. Oh, man. Well, both teams have come out and fired on all cylinders early on. Moving the ball around. Anderson will drive inside, and that's going to be no good. Alexis Swanson with the rebound. Turnaround jumper, no good. She gets another rebound. Give now to Stortkamp. She's bothered. She's going to try and drive, and ooh, a foul called here on Pine City. Going to get this one on Lotti. That was close, and I think Pine City was thinking, hey, this is a travel, but not the case. So Lotti's first and team's first. Swanson will get the inbound. Stortkamp wanted to go for three. Now she gives to Anderson. Anderson to Stortkamp. The matchup between these two teams is really good. I mean, height-wise, talent-wise, it's just really good matchup. It's really even on paper. Well, a lob shot is good there from Anderson, and that's why this Foley team is so dangerous, is because they can really hit it from anywhere and with any shot. Meanwhile, coming up the court, and yep, Paige Gray had it, and then she passed it to Klepper, and Klepper was not in the front court in time. She did not cross that timeline, and that's going to be over and back. And now Reddy Ganot will check in for Unverzant. So an early sub here for Pine City. Meanwhile, Foley has it back on the turnover. Give inside to Swanson. That ball was blocked by Klepper, rebounded here by Boland. Quickly up the court they go to Vivian Lotti. She'll try and go inside, but that's poked out. Kept a hold of by Boland. Boland now to Ganot for three, and can't quite answer back. It's rebounded by Anderson. They quickly go up the court. Quick, Mazizik two. That's going to be no good. Missed timing the jump, so it's Swanson with the rebound. Another three for Anderson. Yeah, this is what I remember from last year is when they got hot like that, they got hot, and they stayed hot. They're hard to stop when they start making those shots. Paige Gray lost it. She got it back and then lost it again out of bounds. Let's go back to Foley, and the unforced errors are the big thing here for Pine City that they just cannot have, especially against a Foley team like this. Rhea Johnson will check in, and she comes in for Vivian Lotti. And the thing about Foley is when they shoot the ball, they're just so smooth with it, and Anderson left alone. Yep, three again. I mean, I can't describe it. The way they shoot, it is just so smooth. It is so clean. There's no hesitation. There's no second guessing. It is just so good. But meanwhile, good passing on the other side for Pine City. They come back for two. It's Rhea Johnson with the layup. Scoring early on. This might be more of a shootout type game, ladies and gentlemen. We might see another 90-plus scoring. Oh, and they left Anderson alone. She said, fine, if you're going to leave me alone, I'm just going to take another three. Cannot do that. I don't know who was guarding Anderson, but they backed off, and Anderson just said, really? And she hit the three, and little bit of miscommunication there. And for Pine City, that could be bad. Meanwhile, it'll be a timeout. So while they take one, we will as well. We'll be back in, 30 seconds on WCMP.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard shows the Dragons trail 19-10. Embrace Orthodontics has three locations: Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. That's a brand new building there in Cambridge. 19-10 is the score. Pine City with a really bad mix-up defensively here on that last play, allowing Lydia Anderson. She was guarded, but then whoever was guarding her kind of backed off, went somewhere else, and she was left alone. And she just stepped up, dropped in the three. She already has 14 points. She has 14 of their 19. That is insane. She is looking for a big night. Meanwhile, again, kind of that half-court zone, if you will, and nearly a turnover. It could have been a foul there, but not going to call it. Canote was kind of bumped into a little bit more aggressively than you'd like to see for no foul call, but either way, Pine City has it back offensively. Rhea Johnson, get back to Gray. Now to Ganote. Ganote, a little bit of confusion offensively. I think just trying to get the play set up. They'll go to Klepper. Klepper going to be that young lady inside for the post. Shot is no good. Rebounded here. I think that's Mazizek. And they go up the court. This one nearly stolen away. They'll go inside to Alexa Swanson. And Swanson, I think if Swanson let that go, that was going to be Foley ball. I don't think Foley touched the last. I think it was Pine City who touched the last. So I think Swanson may have given Pine City a gift there. Meanwhile, we will see Maggie Judd check into the game. She's one of 3 subs for Pine City. Vivian Lottie gets the pass now after they get past that press, well, not really full court press, more of a full court zone, if you will. Kind of zone right at midcourt. I don't know what you call it. There's some basketball aficionados who know what it's called. They're screaming at me through the radio. And I appreciate that because I need the criticism. So I always like to be corrected because I half the time I don't know. And I may sound stupid when I'm trying to explain it. So when people come up to me and are like, actually, this is what it's called, I'm like, thank you. Now I'll sound less stupid next time I go and call a game. Appreciate that. Meanwhile, Swanson will look for the lob shot. It is well over, and Wheeler will take it in, and they left Storkamp alone for 3. That's good. Yeah, easier said than done, no doubt. But Pine City they can't have lapses in the defense like that where they leave a player open like that. Because Foley, they're just gonna drill it. There's really no second guessing it. Latest by Storkamp makes it 22-10. Pretty impressive start by both teams, but it has been Foley who's been more consistent in the scoring. Pine City has had far too many 1 unforced errors, 2 turnovers. Maggie Judd has it. She's not afraid to drive inside. She gives it to Unverzad. 8 seconds to shoot. Now 7. Now 6. 5 on the shot clock. Vivian Lottie will give to Unverzad. 2-1. She throws it at the rim. It is off the rim, and we got a battle for the rebound. It's a jump ball. Possession arrows pointing the way of the green and white. So Pine City gives themselves a second opportunity, and now we get our first sub in for Foley. That'll be number 4, Addison Byer. She is senior, and she played this team last year as well. Most of these players did. Again, they had a pretty young squad last year. They did have some seniors in there, but it was a fairly young squad, and man, they do really well. But this year, man, I think them along with Malacca are probably the top teams in this section. Don't count Mora out, though. Mora had a hot start. Meanwhile, Kate Unverzad, woo! Talk about a hot start. She came in last year kind of off the bench. She didn't get as many minutes. She's a starter this year. I think I said that during the season last year. She's going to be a full-time starter this year, and she has only proven this team right. Meanwhile, a shot is missed. Rhea Johnson with the rebound. They're going to try and go quick. Will Pine City back up the court. Maggie Judd on a hop skipping along. Gives it into Klepper. Klepper underneath the Judd. It is lost out of bounds. Knocked out by a member of Foley. So it stays with the Dragons. 22-13, 10-13 to go in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics board-certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. They'll inbound to Klepper. Klepper faked the give to Lottie. Oh, she was open, too, from 3. Maybe should have handed it to her. Now she'll try and go underneath the Judd, and that was, again, another, I don't want to say ill-advised because Judd was open for a second, but that's just a really good play by Lydia Anderson. Now on the far side, she's open again. Oh, wow, a rare miss. Unverzad. So she is human. She hadn't missed up to that point. So she is a mere mortal. No, I'm just kidding. But Pine City did get the rebound. Now they have it back offensively, 22-13. 9:35 to go. Pine City doing a good job of moving this ball around, but just haven't found any lanes to drive, nor any open shots. And I think right there, Klepper's got to be more aggressive as this one's stolen away by Storkamp. I think Klepper's got to be more aggressive and try to drive that baseline and maybe draw the foul or even take a foul. But I think she's just got to be a little bit more aggressive, try and drive that baseline and show the Falcons she's not going to back down from driving. Oh, what a good move by Alexis Swanson, but she still misses, and Unverzat is there to pick that one up. That was a really good move by Swanson. I mean, she had the defender beat, but unfortunately just couldn't get the soft touch she needed. Unverzat looked inside, wanted to go to Judd. She backs out. Good defense there, so smart idea. Now Vivian Lotti going to take it all the way around. Draws the foul plus the and one. She drops it in for 2. What a play there by Vivian Lotti. We're going to get this one on Katie Mazizik. Her first, team's first. I like that play from Lotti because, one, not only did she draw the foul, so she would have got 2 anyways, she dropped it in, but I like it because you're starting to show Foley, hey, you can play as good a defense as you want. We are not going to sit back and be afraid of your defense, and that's, I think, what she showed there with that one. Vivian Lotti makes it a 3-point play. It's going to be 22-16 now, and a really nice turnaround there for Pine City. They were quickly down by 12. They've scored 6 unanswered to get back their deficit down to single digits. Foley looking for the breakout pass to Alexis Swanson. She's got the height. She is the tallest player out on the court, standing at 6'1". This for 3. Ooh, is good, and that's Addison Byer. I shouldn't be surprised, but it has been a while since I've seen Foley play, so Boland will get the pass, give it to Lotti. There you got Boland. Boland, not going to take that extra long 3. I appreciate trying, but I also appreciate that she pulled it down and decided to maybe find a better path. Meanwhile, Pine City trying to find something on the perimeter, just nothing opening up. Now they're going to try and go inside. They had Boland for a moment, but just nothing enough. Now Paige Gray looks for a screen. That one's going to be poked out. And, knocked out of bounds. So it's going to stay with Pine City. They got 2 seconds to shoot. It'll be inbound and chuck towards the basket. Oh, they're going to say Foley had possession, so Pine City is going to catch a little bit of a break there. They're going to say Foley had possession enough to reset the clock when the Foley player stepped out of bounds, so that is good news there for Pine City. Meanwhile, Mazizik will check back in for Foley. She's going to come in for number 21. 21 is Lindy Peschel, and Peschel wearing a brace on that left leg. Hopefully she's not too injured. Meanwhile, this pass inside. Oh, Klepper does a good job just to get it back, and then the shot is blocked there by Foley. I didn't quite see who got it. Might have been Mazizik. Meanwhile, 3 is up and no good. Rebounded by Mazizik. Trying to drive inside is Stortkamp. She gets fouled. We're going to get this foul on Boland. Her first, team second. It will be on the floor, so no shot. And it'll be an inbound for Foley. They will inbound here to Anderson. Anderson on this near side, Mazizik. And they got wide open Byer. Oh, and that one's no good. Swanson just up over everybody. Gets the rebound and drops it in for 2. That's the thing, too, with Swanson is, again, she's taller than everybody, so she has a height advantage. And that she uses really well. Now, not everybody uses that advantage the right way, but she did. Meanwhile, this pass goes to Boland. It's through her hands. She does get the ball back. Finding Ganote now at the top of the key. Trying to go underneath to Klepper. Klepper looking for the layup too strong, and it is rebounded by Swanson. Meanwhile, they look for the breakout pass. It is knocked out of bounds by a member of Pine City, so it stays with the Falcons. Unverzat and Johnson will check in for Ganote and Judd. Lydia Anderson to inbound for Foley. Again, really impressed with the work both teams have done and the start they've had. Like to see more consistency. Meanwhile, this pass nearly stolen away on the inbound. Paige Gray was there, nearly stole it away. Foley trying to set things up. A fast-moving first half here for this game. Uh-oh, Anderson left alone. Yep, it's good. Well, she said, I missed 1. I'm not going to miss 2. 30-16, and another, another timeout here by Pine City. So while they take one, we will as well.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP. If you're looking for ways to stay up to date with local sports, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're subscribed, every time that we go live with a local sporting event, you'll get the notification. All you got to do is click on it. It will take you right to the live video. So there's one way you can stay tuned. I'll tell you more ways to stay tuned as we go throughout the broadcast. But what you should do is stay tuned throughout this first half for the halftime show, our Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime show in Mora. Well, not in Mora. Holmes Auto Body and Glass is in Mora. But it's brought to you by Holmes Auto Body and Glass, who is in Mora, if that makes any sense. 6.5 to go. Vivian Lati gives now to Unrazat. Unrazat has the best matchup with Swanson just height-wise. So does Klepper. And they got both of them out there at the same time. And meanwhile, now Rhea Johnson draws a foul. This one's going to go against Addison Beyer, her first, team's second. Yeah, pretty clean first half, but a quick-moving first half. Goodness gracious. 6:16 to go. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Meanwhile, this ball knocked out of bounds by Lydia Anderson. Is there a moment in time where Anderson's not around the ball? The answer is no. She is everywhere. And Nina Nusunk, she's the everywhere woman. This is going to hit Swanson in the back, and Anderson's going to get the steal off the inbound and drop it in for two on the fast break. Oh, man. Talk about a mistake. And again, it's not that it was the wrong spot to go. Well, that was the wrong spot because it's stolen away now by Mazizik. She's going to try and take it the whole way. Traveled. She doesn't agree, but that's a correct call. Coach doesn't agree either, but no, she planted her feet and then took two steps. You can't do that. I know she tried to go up, but she did take that extra step after planting, so that is travel. So Pine City does catch a break on the travel call. Klepper looks to Gray now on this near side. Her shot, is there, but it's no good, and it's Anderson with the rebound for Foley. Good-looking shot for Gray, just a little bit too strong. Meanwhile, at half court, settling it down is Beyer. Beyer trying to get around Judd. Now they've got it to Wheeler. Wheeler to Mazizik. Now back to Stortkamp. Stortkamp looking to drive side back out to Beyer on the far side. Off the side of the rim, no good. Vivian Lati with the rebound. Trying to get something going up the court quickly. They've got Judd. Judd trying to skip and jump. Hop, skip, and jump. That's what it's called. Goodness gracious. Meanwhile, the shot no good here by Paige Gray. Vivian Lati gets the rebound and drops it in for two. And the one thing that we have talked about with this team, the coaches and the players, it doesn't matter whose night it is. They're going to just play good basketball, and it seems to be Vivian Lati's night. She's just around the ball. She's making the shots so far tonight. So if it's her night, they're going to try and get her the ball a little bit more. Meanwhile, a player hit the floor there for Pine City. Beyer drops it in for two. Not sure what happened, but it looked like Gray hit the deck, and that allowed Beyer to drive. Meanwhile, this shot for three is blocked. Klepper got the rebound for a moment, and then it was taken away. I believe that is Wheeler on that far side with the steal. Now we get a foul here on Pine City. The shot's also going to be good for Mazizik. They're going to get Maggie Judd with her first. And checking in is Lindy Peschel. Again, got that brace on the left leg. But Mazizik has not only her first points, but a chance for the three-point play here. High arcing shot is good. And that makes it 37-18. Boland in for Judd. 37-18. This, not quite the way it went last year because Pine City looks a little bit more like they're in this. But this has kind of got an eerily similar feel to last year's game. Meanwhile, Boland bothered at half court by Peschel. Peschel, leg brace and all, diving after that one. There's a battle for it at half court. Going to stay with Foley. They're going to get a foul here on... Couldn't tell you. Unrazat? Yeah, Unrazat. Well, her first, team's fourth. Another turnover here by Pine City. Now what they need. 4 minutes left here in the first half. As Isaac pulls it down. And, wow, drops it in. That was close to a travel. I think she got it off on that last step, though. But it was close, no less. Bolin will give to Klepper here on this near side. Klepper going to go underneath the Unverzat, just too far. Correct move, correct pass. Just a little too strong on it. And that's so hard because you got to get it over the defender, get it in her arm. It's not easy. Good pass from Klepper, just a little bit too much on it. Meanwhile, Isaac gets it back. Shot is no good. Unverzat there with the rebound. Boland. Give to Unverzat. Unverzat goes to Gray. Gray just trying to find something open. Vivian Lotti cutting to the basket. Draws the foul. She'll go to shoot 2. Nice job again. Lotti has just kind of found another gear this evening. She's able to get around. She's able to get that step around the defenders. Meanwhile, this is the first on Abby Wheeler. Team's third, and Lotti will shoot 2 now. First one's good. Yeah, right now, it just seems like Lotti has found that next kind of step. She's able to get that edge around the defenders, and she makes them both. Yeah, so far for Lotti here tonight, she's kind of stepping up in a big way for this team. She's really got them in this. She what, has 10 points now? 10 of their 20, so literally half of the points. So that's a not a bad start for Lotti. Peschel with it, and she'll try and lob it now inside to Wheeler. The shot is blocked by Ganot, taken in by Klepper. Gray bothered. Bolin left alone. Oh, just short. Lotti battling for the rebound. Chucks it back, trying to get the 2. It's no good. It's Peschel with the rebound this time for Foley. Again, Vivian Lotti just around the ball. Like I said earlier about Lydia Anderson, I don't think there's been a moment in this game where Vivian has not been around the ball. 2.5 to go here in the first half on that Brace Orthodontic scoreboard. They will leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Peschel now with it. Trying to get around Ganot. She'll just hand it off now to Stortkamp. Stortkamp finds a little bit of a lane. Hands it to, well, tried to hand it to Byer, but it is going to be called off of. Ooh, they're going to say it was tipped out of bounds by Pine City. Oof, that's close. Get a couple subs here for Pine. It is going to be Judd and Johnson in for Klepper and Lotti. Give them to a deserved breather. Lob in now to Wheeler. Wheeler back to Anderson. And for, again, a rare miss, Ganot going to get the rebound for Pine City. Boland and Ganot moving it back and forth. It's Ganot now with it. She'll give the Boland now to Rhea Johnson. Top of the key, Judd. Had Judd seen that opening a little bit sooner, she would have got that for 3. Her shot is no good, rebounded by Peschel. And then Judd immediately says, hey, you ain't going to get this rebound so quick. I love the tenacity there by Judd. Meanwhile, it's Stortkamp with it. Stortkamp on this near side elbow. 1:40 now to go. Gives it top of the key, Mazizek. Mazizek trying to drive inside. And that one's going to be stolen away by Boland. They needed that. They have not had a lot here in this first half. On the far side, Judd. Give to Johnson. Oh, man, if Johnson had one step closer. Not to quote the Lincoln Park song, but she may have had a 3 opportunity. Now a steal here by Mazizek. The shot is no good, but it's rebounded by Wheeler. What a rebound it is. That shot is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Judd, and, oh, that's got to be a foul. That has got to be a foul. I mean, she wrapped around her. Oh, well. I got to remember, I got to stop being a fan sometimes. Be a broadcaster. Ruby Duvel into the game. For Foley. She gives on the far side to Mazizek. And she's going to have a chance for 2. She drops it in, and she draws the foul. Well, coming in right off the bench and scoring. How about that? Pretty good start. I think they got good note on this one, as I thought who I seen. Yes, so that's her first and the team's 5th. And Duvel, no good. Ganot will get the rebound. Pass up the court, stolen away by Lydia Anderson. Pine City's got to be smarter with these passes. They're forcing them right now, and now Anderson for 3. Another miss, but then it's knocked out by Boland. Oh, I guess not, by Foley. Boland did have her hand there, but it was maybe tipped by a Foley player. 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Pine City has got to remember high percentage passes. Rhea Johnson. Oh, that's the defender. Oh, she had the defender beat on the fake, and she could have shot that ball. Just not sure if she was either ready or what. I think she's got to be more aggressive there. Meanwhile, talk about being aggressive. Gray and drive to the basket. The shot is blocked by Abby Wheeler. So Pine City will inbound. 30 seconds to go in the first half. 41-20, Foley with the lead. Pass inbound to Johnson on that far side. Now to Judd. Judd gonna try and drive. She's got that lane. Puts up the shot. No good. And it's rebounded by Duvel. Now we're gonna get tie up and the jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Dragons, so they'll get it back with 21 seconds to go. Shot clock is off, so they can waste the time and take the last shot. And I like taking the last shot of the half. I just think scoring, if you're the last one to score in a half, that gives it a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a good feel going into half number 2. I don't know. That's just me, though. Oh, they will have 20 seconds up there. So this inbound goes to good note. It's stolen away. Stolen away by Peschel. Then up the court. Missed travel call there on Anderson. She got away with one there. They're going to look for the last shot of the half. She'll give to Peschel. Trying to go underneath to Wheeler. Stolen away by Johnson. And I don't know whether she was just not confident about chucking it deep or if she didn't realize how much time was left. But she gets the steal, tried to give it to Judd, and that is going to do it for the first half. 41-20 is our score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here at halftime. Again, we had a commercial break, but stay tuned after the commercial break, as afterwards we'll have our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show here on Cool Country 100.9 FM, WCMP.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country at halftime here, the Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime. Hones Wright & Mora has state-of-the-art facilities and 44-plus years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Halftime, the Foley Falcons lead the Dragons 41-20. Taking a look at some of the stats here from the first half. Leading the way for the Falcons was Lydia Anderson with 19 points, then 8 for Kylie Stortkamp, 5 for both Addison Beyer and Katie Mazizek, and then 2 for Ruby Duvel. Rebound-wise, it was Swanson who led the team with 5. They had 10 steals, 4 of them came from Anderson, 2 blocks, and only 3 team fouls. On the other side, for Pine City, leading the way was Vivian Lotti with 10, 5 for Unverzant, then 3 for Gray and 2 for Rhea Johnson. Rebound-wise, it was Unverzant leading the team with 5. They had only 3 steals, but they did have 2 blocks and 5 team fouls. So a really good start for both of these teams. I thought both teams got off to a really even start, a really good fast pace. And it's not that Pine City couldn't keep up. That was not the problem at all. One of the problems is turnovers. Turnovers will be the talking point here at the half. And I think another thing is Pine City maybe just not being aggressive enough. I kind of talked with Coach Judd about that, and he kind of mentioned that about the Hastings game is, we're just not being aggressive enough. And again, there's a fine line between being aggressive enough and being too aggressive. There is a line. There is a fine line, too. But I think in this first half, we just didn't see Pine City be aggressive enough. I think they had some chances where, again, they had some shots from deep that they just didn't take because the defender may have been near or the play was this. I think at this point, if you're open, you've got to take the shots. And again, I know that they're trying to set up a play and they're trying to do this, but if you got an open shot, you have to be this is probably a bad way to put it, but kind of have that killer instinct where, okay, hey, I've got it, I have to score. I'm going to score. And I think one of these young ladies just kind of has to take over for Pine City and say, all right, if I'm open, I'm gonna take the shot because, and this is not picking on her, so I hope whoever, if y'all listen, I don't want you to take it that way, because I'm not. I'm just giving an example, but Rhea Johnson here late in this first half, she got the pass and then had a really good fake, and I mean a really good fake. So good that she got the defender nearly to fall. That's how good the fake was, and she had a wide open shot from 3, and Johnson can hit those shots, so it's not like she can't hit them. She can, but she didn't take it and instead went for the pass. Now again, Rhea Johnson, she is a sophomore, so it can be just taking some time to grow and learn that, hey, if you've got an open shot, you can take it. It's okay. Even if you miss, you got to put up a shot towards the back because, not to be cliche, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I think in that situation, especially down by this much, you got to take the open shots because, to be honest, you haven't had a lot. You haven't had many. So I think if you're Pine City, you got to be a little bit more aggressive at, one, driving to the basket, and getting that edge on the defenders, but also taking those shots from long range. Again, I know it's easier said than done. I'm only up here to talk. Doing it is much different, but I think that would be the goal here in the second half for Pine City is being a little bit more aggressive. And another thing, being much more careful with their passes. The passes have just been, it has not been pretty on the passing. They have unfortunately passed it into far too many just really bad spots where the defender's kind of just sitting there waiting for it to fall into their lap. But on the other side, we have to give Foley credit because Foley has played a really good first half. Again, they set the pace early on, and they just said, you know what, this is how we're going to play, this is how we're going to do it, and we're not going to stop. So it has been a really good half there for Foley. They have put the pedal to the metal and have not backed off at all and have just said, hey, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to match this. And Pine City has not yet, but I think one of the biggest reasons why is because of the turnovers. Now, Foley's offense has just been executing on another level. They are completely confusing the defense of Pine City. They have had a plethora of wide open shots, and it's not inside, it is outside. And that is where Foley does a lot of their work with shooters like Anderson and Stortkamp, and I don't want to get any of these names wrong. Mazizek, there we go. Bayer, just to name their kind of long-range shooters, they can all get it done. And they've been wide open from the perimeter way too often here tonight. So for Pine City, you got to show that up. But again, Foley is executing at a much different level in this game, and it is impressive to watch. It's impressive to see the high percentage of which they're shooting at. I mean, I would like to see the stats on it because it is probably, I know it's well over 50%. It's probably up over 70, 75, dare I say. It's been impressive here for Foley, but it's been great execution offensively and just really good, smart passes, setting up the play for the open shot. So I've been really impressed with Foley, and if I'm Foley, you don't change anything. In fact, you might put the pedal down a little bit more and try and kind of put the nail in the coffin, so to speak. It's too early to do that, but I think that would kind of be what the mentality is here for Foley. That's going to do it for our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime break. iCar and ASE certified. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora is recommended by insurance companies. Had an accident? Let Hones Auto Body and Glass fix you up. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors for the second half of action.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP, getting ready for the second half of action here between the Falcons of Foley and Pine City Dragons. 41-20 is the score. Dragons trail on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard again. Really good first half for Foley. Pine City matched it early on, but the turnovers kind of led to this game leaning in favor of Foley, but also Foley hitting probably more than 70% of their shots that they're taking. It has just been an impressive mark. Foley will be starting the half with the ball. Really quick moving first half. In a game like this, I almost want it to take longer just because I don't want to leave games like this. These are fun. Now, obviously, I hope it gets a little closer. I don't want it to be a blowout, but it's been a fun one so far. Meanwhile, over in Mora, I do want to mention that Mora was leading close to the half over Hinckley Finlayson. This is a missed shot there, and it will go out of bounds and go back to Pine City. So catching a break on drive one. And Bolin with it. She comes right up to the Dragon logo and stops. Looks to Lottie, then give to Unverzat. Now give to Lottie. Again, Lottie has been on a different level tonight as well. Klepper gets the pass. Got to look out from behind. She drives to the basket physical. Unverzat gets the rebound and kind of two-hands it back for two. That was pretty impressive by Unverzat. Said, just put it back up there. Hey, why not? And Unverzat again. She is only a freshman. She's going to be a centerpiece for this team for a long time. Lottie guarding on the drive to the basket. It is no good. Bolin there with the rebound. Good job defensively by Lottie. And now this pass to Lottie is knocked out of bounds that time by Stortkamp. That's another thing that Foley's done really well. Just played sticky defense. I mean, there's not been much room to maneuver for Pine City. They like to work Unverzat and Klepper inside. Hasn't been much. Not been much open because what they're doing is they're kind of doubling Klepper in a zone. They'll get one player who guards their man-to-man and then kind of have Swanson to guide the pass inside. 7 to shoot, 6, now 5. Vivian Lottie turnaround jumper, no good. Oh, and Unverzat could have been called for that one, but they let it go. Swanson with the rebound. And that one will be called on Boland. Boland doesn't quite agree, but I think that one is a pretty clear foul. Meanwhile, the inbound now for Mazizik, and this is almost stolen away. Now a long 2 there for Abby Wheeler is good. Those are her first points of the game. 43-22. Brooke Boland at the logo. Wanted again to go to Lottie, but she'll give instead to Unverzad. And I think they're trying to open up Lottie a little bit more, especially how she did so well in the first half. I think they want her to maybe have that ball a little bit more. Meanwhile, nice pass here. And Klepper's shot is blocked by Wheeler and stolen away. Now they're up the court with it. Anderson give to Stortkamp. Wide open, but she misses. But here comes Wheeler to life in this second half. Man, she didn't see the court a ton in the first half. But, man, has she come to life in half number 2. And now, as Stortkamp was driving, she gets fouled, and she'll go to line and shoot 2. This is going to go on Lottie, her second and team second of the second half. A lot of seconds there. 43-22. First one, no good for Stortkamp. And that one's no good as well. Unverzad's going to get the rebound. And Swanson providing a lot of pressure. Boland up the court. She stops. Who picks up her dribble? She's in a dangerous spot. And then a bad pass. Somehow Lottie, I don't know how, but Lottie just wanted it more. That's how. She gets it back. Unverzad going to take the 3. And, yeah, I think that was a good idea. Vivian Lottie, another rebound. This pass to Gray. Is just out in front of her, but she manages to pull it back. Unverzad now over to Brooke Boland. Boland trying to wait, be patient, go inside to Klepper, but it is well off the mark. It'll be a turnover. Ganote and Johnson will check in for Gray and Boland. At the half in Mora, the Mustangs lead 34-23 over Hinckley Finlayson. Thanks, Joe Lattimore, for the update over there. Pass here to Wheeler. Oh, she's just going to take the shot. She said, if you're going to guard me that far off, I'll just take it. Meanwhile, that is missed. Mazizik gets the rebound. Lob shot, no good, and Ganote gets the rebound. Gives it off to Johnson. Again, Johnson only a sophomore. Played some good minutes last year as a freshman. Was really impressed last year. And now Klepper going to try and drive to the basket, give back out to Lottie. I think that there, if you're Klepper, you got to try and just take that ball all the way yourself. She was underneath the basket, and then she had a little bit of an edge. And I think Klepper just needs to be a little bit more aggressive on that one. Foley has it back. Stortkamp being patient, waiting for the screen. Oh, she splits the defenders. And, of course, on a really good play, I yawn. But she drops it in for 2 and gets the and 1. Third team foul here for Pine City. Not sure who got the foul. Looks like Klepper. Judd in for Lottie. And Stortkamp looking for a 3-point play. And she gets it. 46-22. Judd picks up her dribble, maybe in a bad spot, but then gives it to Ganote. Now to Unverzad. That would be a long 3. They find Johnson underneath. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Mazizik. That was a really good-looking opportunity for Johnson, but just couldn't find it. And now a long 3. No surprise. Anderson drills it. It was a long 3, but I was not too surprised that she made it. That's just kind of her MO. You give her any bit of space, and yeah, she's dangerous. Meanwhile, Unverzad now finds Klepper. Klepper, good communication out there. Give to Ganote. Ganote also only a sophomore. Now to Judd. Looking for a screen from Klepper. She's going back and forth to trying to find somewhere open. Now to Johnson. 7, 6, 5, 4 to shoot. Klepper puts it up. It's no good, but she draws a foul. Hey, there you go. Worked it inside and then drew the foul, so pays off. Meanwhile, this is the first foul on Alexis Swanson. First one for Klepper is good. 49-23. Gray will check in for Unrazat. Klepper is going to come up short on that one. Rebounded by Lydia Anderson. She might shoot it from there. I wouldn't be surprised. She's going to try and drive to the far side. Look for something open. Nothing there. To Mazizik. She finds wide open underneath to Swanson. Swanson puts up a shot, and she gets that roll. Nice job there. A good-looking shot from Swanson. Now it's 51-23. Three there. Long three. Just off the mark. Swanson with the rebound. She'll give on this near side. Oh, and they... Oh, travel. Thank you. That's, yeah. Wheeler, big time travel. Peschel, excuse me. Peschel will check into the game for Foley. Looks like we'll get Lottie into the... She'll check back in for Klepper. Inbound will go to Judd. Maggie Judd to bring it forward. She's only 7th grader. Playing on varsity. That's pretty impressive. Gray. Well, they called an illegal screen. They said on 2. She's not out there. So they say on 3? I don't know. I don't know. The ball will go back to Foley. Shot is up no good by Storkamp. She's fouled. Go to line again and shoot 2. And they're going to get Lottie on this one. Her third. And she's good on the first. Good on both. So Storkamp makes both free throws. Let's make it 53-23. Johnson on the far side. She'll get back to Gray. And now Gray looking to Ganotes. Ganotes going to take that long 3. It's off the mark. Judd trying to get the rebound. And it's grabbed there by Duvel. Way up the court they go to Peschel. Peschel gives back here to Storkamp. Trying to get a screen. Would have been illegal. It would have been a moving screen even if she got it. Now Rhea Johnson steps in the way of that pass. Nope. I don't think it was a change of... Oh, they do call it a change of possession. So Johnson will be credited with the steal, but it's stolen right back by Alexis Swanson. Storkamp slowing it down just a tad. Now I'm going to try and drive around Lottie, and Lottie just kind of preserving herself there. Gives up the shot. It's no good. Alexis Swanson with the rebound. Oh, and she draws a foul? What? What? I'm not quite sure where the foul is called. Meanwhile, Unrazat, Klepper, and Bolin will check in for Johnson, Ganote, and Judd. That's interesting. Well, I guess she drew the foul, but I'm not 100% sure where. So she's now looking for a three-point play. Too much of a line drive there. She'll only get one, but it is rebounded. She'll get it herself. 55-23. Storkamp trying to drive. Well, that's either a travel or a jump ball. That you really? That's got to be a jump ball. She had ball. And they're going to call it on Lottie again. Well, I guess it'll be a 1-1 for Storkamp. It is no good. It was rebounded there by Pine City. Merzak gets passed from Bolin, now to Gray. Gray, being patient, gives to Lottie. Got the screen from Bolin, now to Klepper. Klepper going to try and drive inside. Strong move, and almost got that friendly roll. Her shot is no good, and yeah, she is clearly fouled on that one. That is yeah, no arguing that one. That one's on Addison Byer. Her second, team's second. And we'll get a timeout. Pine City will take one, and so will we. Back in 30 seconds.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Okay, I lied. I didn't know how long the next commercial was, so we came back in 20 seconds. That's okay. Give me time to maybe provide you an update from other games going on. Nothing quite yet. Again, at halftime, Mora leads the Hinckley-Finlayson Jags. They're over there in that girls' game, 34-23. Again, thanks to Joe Lattimore for calling that game. Andrew Duvall, right across the street at the Pine City Civic Center, calling the Pine City area girls versus Northern Tier. 10:45 to go in our game. Pine City trails by 32. Vivian Lottie will inbound for the Dragons. Klepper trying to turn around, go to Bolin. See there, I thought she had some space to try and take a shot, and I would have liked to see her take that. And I know they're trying to set something up for a little bit higher percentage shot, but now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, nope. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Good defense there by Foley. Just putting on all the pressure, and Pine City had no way around it. So the Falcons get it back. And Mazizik looking. She'll go inside to Swanson. Swanson backs down Unverzat. And, you know, when she shoots, it looks so hard, and it's like, that's not going to fall. But she has the touch at the end of it to get it to fall. It's really kind of an impressive shot. Lottie going to chuck it in underneath the Klepper, and she drops it in for two. 57-25. Quick up the court go the Falcons. This shot is blocked and stolen away by Klepper. Nice block there by Mallory Klepper. Now Lottie on the far side for three. There we go. Getting herself going again. Good transition offense there by Pine City. Now another one that's nearly stolen away. Bolin knocked it out. Mazizik trying to drive. Another poke out by Bolin. They're going to get her for a little bit too much on that one. That's her third, team's eighth. 9:29 to go. And that's the unfortunate part is now bonus here for Foley the rest of the way, but they're real close to the double bonus, and that will not be ideal. 1-1 here for Mazizik. She makes the first. 58-28. And that one's good as well. So Mazizik drops them both in, and it's 59-28. Bolin picks up her dribble. Gets to Unverzat. Unverzat trying to go underneath the Lottie. It's through her hands and stolen away by Byer. Peschel, quick pass up the court to Mazizik. Through traffic. Oh, did she try to pass that one? I think she did. And now Peschel give back to Mazizik. She's going to try and drive. Shot is up, no good. Rebound here by Klepper. Getting up the court to Gray. Gray had it poked out, and that will definitely stay with Pine City. Good effort, though. Like the effort there by Duvel, but she knocks it out. It will stay with the Dragons. Bolin will look to inbound. She finds Unverzat, finds a cutting Gray. Gray to the basket, but it is blocked out of bounds by Wheeler. That's her third. Rhea Johnson going to check in for Vivian Lottie. Inbound to Klepper. Klepper going to hand it to Bolin. Oh, I think Bolin wanted the three, but good defense there. Now Klepper will try and back down the defender. That shot no good. Rebounded by Klepper. She'll give out to Bolin. Oh, Rhea Johnson left alone. Oh, man, I thought she had it. No good. And it's Duvel with the rebound. Man, I was ready. I thought she had it. Trying to go underneath now. Shot here from Wheeler. No good. And that's Bolin with the rebound. Bolin, quick pass up the court to Klepper. And she drops it in for two. Good pass there by Bolin, and just a really good job by Klepper just to be aggressive and go and get it. I like that. 59-30. Now we get this pass too far. It's out of bounds, and it will go back to Pine City. Ganote will check in for Unverzon, as will Judd for Boland. Inbound to Judd, and Judd will call out the play 8 minutes ago here in the game. Judd gives to Ganote. Ganote gives to Gray. Oh, Gray is hit in the face. And no call. I'm pretty sure that's a foul. Meanwhile, Byer with the steal and two. Yeah, I don't know the whole rules, but I'm pretty sure if a player gets hit in the face, that's a foul. And Gray, yeah, she definitely got schmacked. Obviously not on purpose. It was definitely not on purpose by the defender, but oh, they're going to get it on Klepper. Well, she dropped it in for two, but they're going to get an offensive charge here on Mallory Klepper. Lottie will check back in. Now she comes in for Gray. So the shot won't count there for Klepper, which is unfortunate because it was a good-looking shot for two. So Foley will be the beneficiary of a foul, and they'll bring it back up the court. Here's Mazizik trying to drive. Shot no good, and Wheeler gets the rebound. Shot no good. Rebounded here. I think that was Johnson. She gives it back. Klepper now to Judd. Judd for three. Got a screen from Lottie. It's no good. And a rebound there by Byer. Just looked like Pine City wasn't quite wanting that one. Well, Byer will drop it in for two once again, 63-30. Kind of just sitting back on these rebounds, and I think maybe that's because they're trying to get back transition defense quickly. Now we're going to come up right off the front of the rim by Judd, and it's rebounded by Peschel. But you got to be a little bit more aggressive going and getting that rebound. Peschel, ooh, could have been a double dribble. That was close. And now another whistle. This one on Ganote. Her third, team's now 10th. So double bonus. It'll be two for any foul on Pine City from here on out. It is good on the first for Byer. Addison Byer to make it 64-30. And she drops them both in. 65-30 is the score. Pine City with Judd in their offensive zone. Give now to Ganote. Ganote looking. She has Klepper. Now give to Lottie. Lottie thought about that long three, but pulls it down. Now give to Johnson. Johnson. That one's no good. Lottie got the rebound. She got it to fall for two, but they're going to call the foul on the floor. It'll be only the third on Foley, and the third, though, for Byer, so that's unfortunate. But Lottie will inbound this one. Not too pleased that one got called a foul. She wanted the two. Judd give now to Ganote. Trying to go inside to Lottie. And Lottie gets another foul. She draws it, and this, again on Byer. It's her fourth. So Lottie will inbound again. Give in to Klepper near side, now to Judd. Judd to Lottie. Lottie inside to Klepper. She's going to back down the defender. Going to get a foul call. Going to get this one on Mazizik, her second, team's fifth. They have picked up 3 fouls in the time that they've been down here in this possession. That is really unfortunate. We're going to get a couple of new subs in. Looks like 1 and 20 for Pine City. Meanwhile, the first one is good by Klepper. 24 checks in for Foley. I'll try and get you that number here. 65-31. Number 1 for Pine City is Genesis Potter. And Klepper drops both her free throws in. And then we got also, what did I say, 20? And 20 is Kalia Berglund. Meanwhile, on the other side, we got also 31 into the game now for Foley. I'll try and get you those names the best I can, as quickly as I can. Shot here by Peschel is no good. Rebounded. Shot is up. No good. Rebound there was by Wheeler. This one going to be called a tie-up, but possession favors the Pine City Dragons. In for them is 24. That is Whitney Keel. And then number, what did I say, 31. That is Elena Miller. So those are the players in for both sides. Boland will give now to Berglund. And this pass stolen away by Keel. Her shot, oh, she draws the foul. So go against Potter. And let's see. Judd, Johnson, and Ganote look to be checking in for the Dragons. But meanwhile, 2 shots now for Keel. First one. Oh, what a bounce. You talk about a friendly bounce. That was all the friendly there for Keel. They do have running clock now. 2:40 left. And Keel makes them both. So 67-32. Judd has it. She'll give to Johnson. Looking to Ganote. Instead, she'll look to Berglund. Berglund will take in the pass. Now give to Judd. Judd fakes one way. Looking to Potter. Spinning around. And she lost it, but Potter gets it back. Good heads-up play by Potter. And she draws a foul. This is going to go against Duvel of Foley. 6th team. 2 shots for Potter. The first one's good. So checking in for Foley's number 32, and that is Paige Swendra. Potter no good on the second, but Ganote gets the rebound. And we get another foul here on Foley. And it should be, did they say 3 shots here for Maggie Judd. Didn't see who they gave the foul to. This one is no good. Judd drops that one in. And that one rattles out. Rebounded by Foley's Swendra. Keel with it on this near side, trying to go inside to Swendra. Spin move around. Ganote, though, got her hand on the ball. It is somehow picked back up by Peschel. Now a 3. It's going to miss everything, Duvel. And Keel is the closest one to it. Pine City will get the ball back, and they'll probably get the chance for the last shot of the game, if that's how they want to play it. Otherwise, this one pretty much in the books. Judd will give out to Berglund. Berglund to Ganote. Ganote looking. She thought about taking on that long shot. 23. Shot clock is off, by the way. 20 seconds to go. Good movement here by Pine City. Good note for 3. It's going to miss, and rebound here by Swendra. She'll give to Keel. 10 seconds to go, and that will pretty much do it. And she'll give to Duvel, and that will do it. So the final here in this one, the Dragons fall to Foley 67-34. And that will do it. So stay tuned. After a word from our fine sponsors here, we'll have our Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show. But that is after a word from our fine sponsors here on Cool Country WCMP.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today. Back here on WCMP Cool Country, the Dragons fall to the Foley Falcons 67-34 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. We are now in the Pine City Pizza Pub post-game show. Pine City Pizza Pub, as always, cooking up something unique and delicious. Got to try their pizza of the month. Check their Facebook page to find out what they're cooking up. So here in this one, again, Foley kind of set the tone early on and just played through that throughout the entirety of this game. They were able to stretch their lead to 25 and then 30, and then they were able to sub in some of their backups and then their JV players, and that is kind of the story. So for Pine City, again, not so much that they weren't able to keep up. I thought they kept up pretty well with the pace, but I think one of the biggest things is that it was the one missed opportunities, 2 the turnovers, and just I think, again, it was more or less just, okay, we're down, we got to try and get back, we got to try and this, that. I think they forced some things and forgot that, hey, we can relax, we can try and get back into this one, we can try and settle down and work our way back into it. But unfortunately, just some unforced errors early on is what led them to kind of get out of this one. But then they were able to fight back and make it a game. But we will be joined here shortly by our player of the game. Ill-prepared me. Don't worry about me, but we will get our player of the game here very shortly. In fact, she is going to be joining us right now. So joining us here in the postgame is Vivian Lanti. First of all, a tough game here against Foley, one of the better teams in the section, but what are some things that you guys can take away from a game like this?
Yeah, obviously honing in a lot on our defense. We lacked a little bit of this game, but
You know, it's just one of those nights. We're ready to come back strong, come back and work hard. We have a home game against ESCO on Thursday. So kind of move past this, learn from our mistakes, and be ready for the next one.
Now I know for you sadly missed a lot of time last year. I mean, how's it feel just to be back out here with the team?
It feels great. I'm so happy I was able to come back my senior year. Obviously, it took a lot of time to recover, a lot longer than I anticipated, but I'm so grateful to be back here with this coach, this team, and ready to play a full season this time. Yeah, I'm really excited to end my high school career with these girls and be able to play throughout this entire season. I'm so grateful.
For sure, and you guys were in this one in that first half, and then some turnovers started to allow Foley to pull away, but what was the message there at halftime from Coach Judd?
Definitely trying to lock down on our defense, making sure they're quick, they're athletic, they're really good at anticipating passes. So coming to the ball, just making sure you know where you're throwing it before you throw it. Unfortunately, we just got outplayed today by a team that's a lot faster, a lot more athletic, but that doesn't mean we can't come back and win the next one.
Absolutely, and speaking of that, you'll get a day of practice before that next game against ESCO. I guess kind of two-parter. What are some of the things that you'll work on tomorrow before ESCO, and then another section game at home? What is that like as well?
Oh yeah, it's going to be exciting. We have a lot of section games recently and coming up. Definitely tomorrow we're going to do a lot of scouting, watch out what ESCO's looking like, and then hopefully being able to just prep our game plan for Thursday and then really come in prepared and ready to take them on.
What does it mean for you to be back with this senior group and be one of those team leaders?
Oh, I'm just so grateful. I couldn't have picked a better group of girls to call my teammates and my family. They're so amazing, each and every one of them. They all bring something special to the team, and I just wouldn't be anywhere I am without them.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck on Thursday.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thanks, you too. That, again, was Vivian Lottie, who joined us here in the post-game show. Appreciate her for coming up and joining us in the post-game. And speaking of Lottie, she finished with 13 points on the night. She had 5 rebounds as well. Again, she kind of got them going there in the first half. She hit a 3. And you know what's kind of funny is she's hit a 3 in the first half in the last, what have I called now, 3 Pine City Girls games? So she's hit a 3 to kind of get things started for this Dragons team in the game, and she kind of did it in this one. She had a big 3, kept them in it, kept them going, but she said, I think, you know, and I don't want to say I think they got outplayed. I think if these two meet again, it would be a different story, but I like the fact that she is so focused on moving forward and getting better. You heard her say, hey, just because we got outplayed tonight doesn't mean we can't go forward and win the next one. And I love that mentality. I love the fact that she says to herself, you know, hey, we lost this one. We didn't lose the next one yet. That's still coming up. So I love her mentality and the fact that she can go in a game like this where it was tough, where Foley did have a really good game, but she can say to herself, hey, that's just this one. We tomorrow we forget this one. We move on. We correct our mistakes. We focus on ESCO. And then we go play ESCO Thursday. I love the fact that she has that type of mentality to herself. And again, coming off of an injury last year where she did not get to play that much, it was really sad because I think a lot of people were looking forward to seeing what kind of another season would do. She played with her sister for so long, and then it was kind of her turn, and then an injury happened, and it was really unfortunate, but you heard her. She worked back. It took a lot longer than she would have liked, but she's back, and she's able to play with this team, and I think not only her, but her teammates and her coaches are happy that she's back. You know, as much as we can say that, you know, yeah, it's great to have a young lady like her on the bench as another coach. I think I was talking with Judd, and he said she's done. She's done sitting on the bench. She's ready to go, and you know, and it's so great that she's able to have this kind of mentality, especially after the tough year she had last year. Again, sitting out, unfortunately, due to injury for most of the season, seeing the way it ended, and then gets to come back and play her senior year with this group. I think that's so phenomenal, and that's such a really good mindset for a young lady like her to have. It's so impressive, again, to have a mentality where you can go have a game like this where it didn't really go your way and be able to say, you know what, we got more to look forward to. We're going to get better, and we're going to improve, and we will be just fine going forward. So it is a loss, but hey, it happens in a season, and they'll move on and try and get better. For Foley, yeah, that was impressive. I was really impressed. I was looking at last year's team, and I was like, man, this team has a chance. Then they lost in the playoffs. I was like, all right, I didn't see that coming. But this year, again, still kind of a young team. They've got, 1, 2, 3, 4 seniors. But again, they had, only one of them starting. So if you're Foley, you're looking at this game, and, man, you've got a lot of things that are going for you in the future. Alexis Swanson was the only starting senior here this evening. Now, Addison Beyer did work into the game, as did Peschel and Duvel. So they all eventually saw some time on the court and good minutes. But it's the one senior, Swanson, who is only the starter. And again, Beyer as well. Those two really had a good night. But I thought Lydia Anderson, again, she was just kind of on another level here this evening, making those threes. It was pretty impressive to watch. And we will actually get a quick word from Pine City head coach, Coach Judd. And Coach Judd, this one a tough one for you, but what are some of the things that you can learn from a game like this?
Obviously, look at what we did wrong defensively here. That's the first thing. I mean, you can't let great shooters like Foley had with number 11 and 13 get off. And we knew that in the scouting report, but somehow we just lost track of them and got too sucked in deep in our zone when we were playing it. And that's what happens. So that's the first thing. Offensively, I think we just got to recognize mismatches better than what we did tonight. It felt like we were a little off tonight just in both sides of the ball. So, we can blame a few things on ourselves, like being ill or something like that in playing, but everybody knows there's no excuses once you step on the floor.
And when it's a night like that, when things seem off, what is kind of the message there at halftime to maybe change things up?
Keep it simple. Just make sure you're trying to run the plays correctly. Make sure you set better screens. Make sure that you open up to the ball better. Look for attacking angles. Get to the basket. Get to the free throw line. Try to see the ball go through the net a few times and feel better. And we started off okay the first 3 or 4 possessions and then of the second half, but then kind of went back to what we did in the second half, and that's what happens. Foley's a great team, and they're going to be a tough team in our section. I hope we get a chance to play them again, though.
Yeah, and you mentioned how you get to play Foley to start the week, and then you get ESCO later in the week. But you're just hoping that this homestand can prove to be good for you guys. What is the message going forward now for the team after a tough loss like this, but turning right around playing on Thursday?
I mean, I just told the girls we got to learn from our mistakes tonight, and we got to come back tomorrow ready to go against another team. And, sometimes you have games like this. So the good teams know how to bounce back after a loss, and so we'll see if we're a good team or not on Thursday. And I think we're going to rise to that challenge.
Absolutely, and you mentioned again this home stretch, which is pretty nice here before Christmas break. But what does that do for the mentality of this team, just knowing, hey, we get to play at home now through Christmas?
Yeah, I mean it's fun that you don't have to travel, and it's great that you get a chance to play in front of your own fans. So that's the exciting thing, and I think we feed off our fans more than a lot of teams do. So you could see in the beginning we got off to a quick start, knocked down a couple shots offensively. We just got to keep using that home cooking, and Thursday will be fun. It's going to be parents' night, so we got hopefully a few more fans in the stands there, and we'll see if we can give them a win against ESCO.
Well, it should be a fun night. Coach, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck on Thursday.
Thank you very much. Go Dragons.
That, again, was Coach Judd, who joined us in the postgame as well. Appreciate him for joining us. And, yes, Thursday, they will play ESCO. They will have parents' night, but we will be here for that game, so do not worry. We will be out here for that one. So, meanwhile, we looks like this trying to get an update on the game over there. Looks like Pine City leads after 2 periods over Northern Tier 1-0. Thanks to Andrew Duval for calling that game over there. But, yeah, 67-34 is the final. Foley looked impressive. You know what I'm looking forward to now? The Foley-Malacca matchup. Those are 2 teams who last year were impressive, and I thought they might be the 2 into the championship. Didn't happen that way, but it just might this year, the way these 2 teams are playing. My goodness. So I'm looking forward to the rest of this season. I'm looking forward to calling more basketball games. I'm looking forward to seeing all of our teams continue to grow. But as for this game, this one has concluded. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. Again, I want to reiterate this too. I want to give a huge shout out to all of our loyal listeners. I know you're doing tuning in for me. I know it's for your cousin, your nephew, your niece, your grandson, son or daughter. But I really appreciate you all for tuning in, because again, when I say this, I mean it. If you don't tune in and they see that, my bosses, well, they get to tell me, hey, don't need to go out to this game. No one's tuning in to our game, so you don't have to go out. So we're not going to let you go out. So basically, I don't have a job. So you tuning in means that I have a job, and I greatly appreciate that. I want to give a huge shout-out to all of our fine sponsors as well who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do, because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to bring you these games for free. So thank you so much for our fine sponsors. I tell you all the ways that you can stay up to date, but our morning show on this station with Joshua Muron at 7:45 and 8:45. Our website at WCMPradio.com, our social medias, our Facebook, our Instagram, and then our X or Twitter at Q Media Sports for all things local sports. But that does it for me, ladies and gentlemen. The Falcons get the victory over the Dragons 67-34. Remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone's going through. Your kindness can truly make their day. And as a Christian, if you're a Christian, maybe if you're not, but we should still love each other. And we're commanded by God to do that, and we need, especially in this world, more love in this world. Especially, man, there's just crazy stuff going on all over, and let's try and be a lot more nice and loving, and try and open up to more people and talk to more people, because you never know what a simple smile could do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all tuning in. That's going to do it for WCMP. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency, so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.